Hello everyone, and today I want to teach you on how you can get delivered. There are steps into getting deliverance, and I can assure you, I have delivered a person before, prayed for them, and I've seen people being delivered. So number one thing that you must know about deliverance is there is no way in which when you are demon possessed, there is no deliverance for you, okay? Even if you're not demon possessed, where you're rolling around, you are manifesting like that, but then if you know that there's a situation which is just demonic influenced, it needs deliverance. So at the bottom line, let's talk about deliverance. You know you need deliverance. First thing that you must know, you must have knowledge of the person who can deliver you. Yes, sometimes you might not be able to have self-deliverance. Some people, they like assuming, oh, you can deliver yourself. Not always. We differ spiritually and how committed we are. That's why some people being prayed for, they get delivered. Some, they can say, I used to suffer from this and I prayed, and then even some situations, after a fasting and prayer for some time, I self-delivered myself. And I knew that, it means it needed that 40 days fasting, but other fastings will not deliver me. So that is when we're going to talk about this later, okay? How I knew that myself, or maybe how. Sometimes I delivered myself by accident, unintentionally. So the bottom line is God can reveal a pastor or a friend, anybody who can pray for you and you get delivered. It's also important, okay? Sometimes there can be a revival in your area and you feel like going, that's when you get delivered. So number one, when you are praying, if your deliverance is being held by a certain man of God or by me, for example, you pray that God hooks you up with that person. It could be that. And then number two, another way to get delivered is for the Lord to reveal unto you how you can get delivered. Now this is where we talk about self-deliverance. Self-deliverance is when you have knowledge that if I can pray and fast for like 20 days, just like Daniel in the book of Daniel chapter 10, he just felt like fasting and praying. And then that's when on the 21st day, the angel came, right? And told him that your answer was already provided, but I was blocked in the spiritual realm by the prince of Persia. I would have come early. So his fasting and prayer, it helped him to conquer. It helped the angel to conquer. He called angel Michael. So that prayer and fasting was not in vain. As much as the answer was given from day one, for him to continue to fast and pray, he was then delivering himself to having received that answer. So sometimes some people, you find that you pray and God answers you, but you have destiny hijackers. You have demonic spirit which steals your blessings in some other way. So having knowledge that I must pray for and fast for this period, it will help for your angel to be fighting for you. Myself, at time, I would be praying and fasting every week. But then you find that there is this area which is still a problem. But I would notice that after having gone through a 40 days fast, this area, that's when it went off. So that's when I knew that it means for this area, it needed at least a consistent 40 days fast. Those 3 days fast were not enough. So you see, it was knowledge. And some of the things God might not tell you straight. He will just tell you to fast. And you might not tell you that after this fasting, this and that is going to happen. You will just begin to witness changes. Even in other areas, you never knew they needed prayer. Even in other areas, you knew that He can deliver you. Even in other areas which you were not considering as a problem. But you just see that after this, I began to... It means even this, it was blocked by the demon. I thought maybe this was natural. You get what I'm saying? You find that now, some sicknesses you were having, which you thought they were natural. Maybe you used to catch flu a lot. Even I used to catch flu a lot. But after a 40 days fast, I no longer could catch flu. That's when I noticed that, no. So it means I thought that flu was a natural thing for everybody. But that fasting, it made me now to no longer have flu. You get what I'm saying? Whereas I used to confess, to pray that so that I don't catch flu, since I would hear other men of God. But the Lord showed me that entering the supernatural, you even able to even do things which you never thought they were serious in your life. So that's what fasting will do. It's like you will have knowledge on how to get delivered. Okay? Then number 3 is you must know no prayer is a wasted prayer. No fasting is a wasted fast. This is where it becomes most important. Never neglect to pray alone, thinking that, come on, this is just a waste. Let me just ask for a pastor to pray for me. Now, some deliverance, they need you to first pray for yourself. Half of the job will be done, and then the final part, you find that no matter how you're praying, nothing is happening, but the problem is better, but you want it to go all off totally. Another man of God, when they come, when they pray, that is when it's going to totally go off. And you might think that I could not deliver myself. No, if that man of God would have come while the problem was still like that, not touched, he would have prayed halfway, and then you find out now you left with the problem. You say, yeah, he prayed for me, but sometimes I can still feel that. And if you think that even people of God, they are failing to pray for you, no, now the rest of the job is up to you. So when you pray and fast, never think it is time wasted. That is when you can be able to have self-deliverance. That is when the Lord can even deal with some of your problems. So that is why if you want deliverance, make sure that you also alone, even before anybody can lay hands on you, you begin, you learn, you train yourself to have a habitual prayer and fasting. You can sometimes, when you are taking a break, yes, be praying like normal. And you have your moments of prayer and fasting. So if a job finally can be done on your end, God will send a messenger. They will complete the deliverance. But then if you be lazy and you don't pray for yourself, that is why the Lord Jesus described it as in like when a demon is cast out, it goes out looking for any other place it can stay. If it can't find anywhere to stay, it go back to where it used to stay. And if it finds that this person is not prayerful, the person is, it like, to put it simple, if a demon can find that it can easily enter you, that is when it say, hey, hi man, this person has not been praying. Let me invite more demons stronger than me so that this time around they can't cast that out. And that's when that person's problem, when the demon enters again, it becomes worse than before. They'll be like, this person, they were prayed for, they used to come to church, but now they went back into the old life, and you find that the person now, it is even harder to deliver them. You pray, you are fasting, now those things which worked before, they cannot work because now the situation is worse. Hence, when a person is delivered, you need now to guard yourself by more prayer. So when the demon wants to come back, they'll be like, oh, the fire is even more than ever. We can't enter. So you see, that is why you cannot be delivered while you don't have a prayerful lifestyle, while you are still living in deep sin. Sin is a sin, right? While you're still living in sin. I'm just referring to, don't be quick to judge yourself or to condemn yourself if you slip up and sin. No, and don't count yourself out, but have an aim and do your best to begin to avoid any filthy lifestyle after you are praying in the process of deliverance, so that the devil does not enter you. Okay, so those are the 3 ways you can get delivered. You need knowledge. Okay, you need knowledge, you need to pray for yourself, and a messenger of the Lord can come unto you and pray over your life, and that is how you can get delivered. So the Lord is gonna reveal unto you. Even myself, at times I am able to know that, no, this situation, how can I deal with it? And sometimes I can have a revelation that tells some of the people that you know are prayerful, maybe your friends that you know are prayerful, to help you pray. And when I've told them, and I'm like, what else can I do? I feel the Lord revealing that, you need to pray as well and fast. After this, I would know that now it is beyond me. There's nothing I can do beyond this. I've told the elders of the church. I've told my friends. Now I have fasted and prayed. That's when I know that now let me leave it unto the Lord. And indeed, you find that eventually I see the Lord coming through and the situation goes off. And that is how I would see the Lord answering my prayer. I hope this was helpful. And stay blessed. See you next time.